on the channel podcast with our UEFA Champions League is done and dusted in the quarterfinals, and we've now seen the 4 teams that are making it through to the semi-finals of the competition. And we're going to be having strong contenders. Real Madrid are through, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and Dortmund. Are we going to witness what happened in 2013 when the Champions League final stage was played at Wembley? That's where Bayern Munich and then Dortmund made it all the way into the finals. And I remember Bayern Munich eliminated Barcelona and Dortmund eliminated Real Madrid. But this time around, Bayern Munich are going to be meeting Real Madrid, and then Paris Saint-Germain are going to be meeting Dortmund. Real Madrid made a very strong case for themselves when they went all the way to the Etihad Stadium to qualify after a 3-3 draw at Santiago de Bernabeu. They went all the way to Etihad Stadium, drew 1-1 after Rodrigo scored first. Kevin De Bruyne came on with the equalizer. The game was played to the regulation time, pushed to post-match penalties. That's where Manchester City lost to Real Madrid 4-3 on penalties. Bayern Munich went up with 3-2 on aggregate after a 2-2 draw at the Emirates Stadium. They managed to have a 1-0 win. Joshua Kimmich scored the only goal as Bayern Munich won 1-0 against Arsenal, and that was good enough to ensure that Bayern Munich had a 3-2 aggregate to make it all the way into the semi-finals. Bayern Munich will be looking forward to win the competition since 2020 when they won the last won the UEFA Champions League in 2020 at the Estadio de Dragao in Portugal when they defeated Paris Saint-Germain to win the competition. PSG are also back into the semi-finals for the first time in 3 years. I remember in 2021 they were in the semi-finals where they lost that against Manchester City. This time around they are there after beating Barcelona 6-4 on aggregate. They lost 3-2 at home at the Parc des Princes, but they went all the way at the Madrid Stadium in Barcelona, the Olympic Stadium in Barcelona, to have a 4-1 scoreline. Kylian Mbappe scored twice, Vitinha was on target, and then Ousmane Dembele, who made a return in Barcelona. This time around with PSG against his former club, he managed to score home and away, and that was good enough to ensure that PSG are through into the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Borussia Dortmund shocked all of us when they eliminated Atletico de Madrid. After 2-1 loss at the Wanda de Metropolitano, everyone thought that Atletico Madrid were done and dusted and they're going to be making it into the semi-finals for the first time since 2017. After a 2-2 draw at a point in time, Dortmund came with strong ideas, and with different ideas. Marcel Sabitzer scored twice, Martin was on target, and Nicolas Füllkrug was also on target. That was good enough to ensure that Borussia Dortmund under Edin Terzic had a 4-2 scoreline, and that was good enough to ensure that Borussia Dortmund returned back into the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League for the first time in 30 years. So these are the 4 sides that have made it into the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League: Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, and Dortmund. On the 30th of April and 1st of May, we're going to be having the semi-final, both games coming on. Real Madrid will be meeting Bayern Munich, and then Paris Saint-Germain will also be meeting Dortmund. So who makes it into the final of the UEFA Champions League? At this time around, the final is going to be staged in London at the Wembley Stadium, and that was the stadium that hosted the competition the last time, the finals in 2013, when Bayern Munich beat Borussia Dortmund to win the competition. Who is making it to London this time around? It's going to be Real Madrid, it's going to be Paris Saint-Germain, it's going to be Dortmund, or Bayern Munich. Your guess is good as mine. This has been the podcast channel with our. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and let's keep the conversation going on. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Gracias.